It's goal setting time, resolution time. What are 3 financial planning goals that you should be focused on in the year ahead? I've got that and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. Do you do resolutions? I'm more of a goal person, and I write them out, and I'm geeky like that. I typically do health-related goals, financial goals, kind of work goals, learning goals, and relationship goals, okay? And so I don't know, and I normally have 1 or 2 in each category for the year, and the challenge is to keep them top of mind. The challenge is to keep that momentum going, and so hopefully you're living intentionally as well. And around the beginning of the year, it's just a natural time to reset and say, okay, what do I want to intentionally try and accomplish in my life? And financially, I don't know what your financial goals are. And I would encourage you to write them down, and I'd encourage you to work with your certified financial planner on exactly what those are, to clarify them, and then to create a plan around them. So what mathematically or what behavior do you need to do to actually reach them? Save X amount, what into a certain account, whatever, right? They can help hold you accountable, and they can help find creative ways to help you accomplish those goals. So that's what I'd encourage you to do. But if you're lacking some creativity and you're not sure exactly what financial goals you should pursue, given everything that's going on in the world, I've got 3 ideas, 3 financial goals that you could be pursuing for the year ahead. Number 1 is to fill that emergency fund. Have a full emergency fund. That would be goal number 1 in my opinion. Now, why would I recommend this? Number 1, this is sort of the backbone, the foundation, the safety net to your entire financial system. If you're trying to save aggressively for retirement or buy a certain level house or pay down debt or help your kids with college, you're going to have a hard time doing any of that if you don't have a safety net in place. This is one of the reasons why I don't like calling it an emergency fund. I'd prefer to call it a financial confidence account, because you have the confidence to go out and save a lot for your goals and go on trips and buy that new house or whatever if you've got that safety net in place, that emergency fund in place. So that's number 1. But number 2, there's certainly, the economy is at a crossroads here. The economy is at a crossroads. You've got almost unanimous opinion that we're going to see a recession in the upcoming year, which in my opinion might be the reason why it doesn't happen, because so many people are anticipating it. But whether we officially see a recession or we don't, that can impact you personally or not. And obviously the COVID recession was a flash in the pan that was so quick, and the number 1 regret was, I wish I had more in savings. I can't remember who did the poll, but there was a survey out there, hey, financially this has caught everyone off guard, what's your biggest regret? And it was, I wish I had more saved up. And so if we do see a recession or slowdown, or you yourself see some financial turmoil, and I would want to make sure that you've got a fully funded emergency fund. So what does that look like? Okay, so you start by building your budget, or each month, how much do you spend each month, and then you multiply that by somewhere between 3 and 6. So you've got 3 to 6 months of your overall lifestyle saved up. If you're in a volatile industry or your finances, you don't have a lot of wiggle room, maybe you're leaning more towards that 6-month piece. Maybe if you've got other things in place and you feel a little bit more confident, that 3 months is okay. But somewhere in there, do that calculation, pick a round number, and then save up towards it. Normally where you're going to want to have your emergency fund, especially right now, but we've been saying this for years, is you're going to want to have that in a high interest money market. And what I mean by that is you're going to want something that's FDIC insured and fully liquid, and make sure that there's no cost to it. But after that, you want to get the best interest rate possible, so that those dollars that hopefully you never have to touch are earning a competitive interest rate. Right now, that's now 3% or above. A year ago, that was, 0.5%. So goal number 1 that I'd encourage you to have is make sure you have a fully funded emergency fund in 2023, and by the end of 2023, make sure that thing is completely full. Redo the math to make sure that you've got the right amount, and make sure it's in a high yield savings account. Goal number 2, and this speaks to that long-term goal, is I would encourage you, I would have a goal that you save 15% of your gross income, of the big number, of your maximum income, 15% towards retirement. And this is tricky because you might look and say, well, yeah, I'm saving 15% into my 401k. I know, but is your spouse? And do you have other income that's not included in that paycheck? Oftentimes we look and say, well, I'm saving 10% or I'm saving X percent into my 401k, but you've got other income sources that you don't really factor in. And really, when you actually look at your total gross income for the year and how much you saved, you're actually contributing a little bit less. I would encourage you that for all of 2023, 1 year from now, when you do that calculation, you look at your W-2s, everything that comes in, and then you compare that to how much you saved, your total savings for retirement is 15% of that gross income. That's what I'd encourage you to do. The other reason why this gets a little bit tricky is some people, if you don't have a match in your 401k, you might only be contributing just a little bit, or maybe your match is only on the first 3%, you're only doing a little bit, and you're max funding that Roth IRA instead. Maybe you're treating your HSA like a retirement account as well. So it gets a little confusing to figure out, well, actually, what is the percentage that I'm saving? So I would encourage you to save 15% in 2023 towards retirement. Make that a goal. Additionally, though, I would have 2023 be the year that you update your 5-factor retirement plan. I don't know if 15% is the right number for you to be saving, or if it should be 10 or 8, or it should be 28. I don't know. It depends on various factors in your financial life and how early you got started, all that sort of stuff. But it's based on your 5-factor retirement plan. What age do you want to be done? What's your lifestyle? How much do you think you'll be spending in retirement? What income sources will you have? How much do you have saved up already? And then what risk tolerance are you comfortable with in your investments? Those are the 5 factors that work together to determine, well, are you on track or not? That's going to help you determine, well, should you be saving 12% towards retirement, or should it be 15, or should it be a little bit more? I don't know. I would encourage you to be saving 15% and have that be the goal. But additionally, I would update that 5-factor retirement plan working with your CFP so that you know what you need to do to be on track to retire. And then your third goal that I would encourage you to have for 2023 is to have less debt 1 year from now than you have today. So pay down debt. And the reason why I'm stating it a little bit differently is, well, every month you're paying down debt. You're making a payment on your mortgage. You're making a payment on the car loan, whatever. But life right now is moving very fast. And so cars are have gone up in value, or they're more expensive, and then they've come down, so we'll see. Houses certainly have gone up in price, and then they've come down a little bit. Credit card debt, we're at the highest level ever on record, and interest rates are higher as well. And so all of that is fluid. So yes, every month you're making payments on your mortgage or on your debt. However, with all of that movement, it's very possible, because things have cost more for the past 18 months, that today, if you looked at how much debt you have and compared it to a year ago or 2 years ago, you may have more. It's very likely that you have more debt because maybe you've got a car loan or whatever. And hopefully you've got assets to offset it. So your overall net worth is still in good shape and is still growing. But because everything has cost more, and because debt levels have risen and interest rates have risen, I'd make it a goal. If you're looking for some ideas, I'd make it a goal to have less debt on 12/31 of 2023 than you do right now. That'll help you pay down interest, or have less interest, have more wiggle room, more margin in your financial life, and get you closer to being debt-free and having more financial freedom. Which debt should you be aggressively paying off first? Work with your certified financial planner on that. Oftentimes, if you do have more credit card debt, maybe some car loans, some consumer debt, that sort of stuff, you're going to want to do a debt snowball in connection to a budget to see how much total can go towards debt. And then let's make the minimum payments on these, but then every extra penny we got, we're going to apply to this one. And that can help you pay down debt much faster and pay less interest as well. So I hope you've got some very aggressive and meaningful financial goals for this upcoming year. Those are just a few. Maybe it's go on a vacation. Maybe it's do a home repair. Maybe it's, buy a new car, something like that. But I'd encourage you, Talk to your spouse, talk to your certified financial planner, have a handful of financial goals that you're trying to achieve in the year ahead. Your CFP can help you strategize, help you plan, help you get there. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or send us an email, info@korhorn.com. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.